Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War with B Squawker. Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage Campaign, episode the 142nd with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had taken down Titus Propertius, who has now run away. We've landed a lot of troops over here, and we are going to have some fun. And also we're going to take Ireland, so pretty much we are looking at a episode where there'll be 1, 2, maybe 3 sieges. So, yeah, that's really it. There is a lot of admin to do this turn as well, because I kind of skipped it last night, but, yeah, but I was kind of on the high that I'd won a battle, and also on the low that, fuck's sake, Elgato was going to desync if I kept recording much longer. But I don't use Elgato to record Rome Total War, because Elgato can be a piece of piss sometimes. Right, anyway, first things first, Tara. So I've got Captain Burhus laying siege to it, and we now have 1 ram available in which to take this town down. So we're going to go for it, capture Ireland, disband some of these troops, but basically, yeah, we'll have our own little extra colony because, hey, we can make a little bit of money off it. And hey, if the Britannians ever decide to say, well, fuck you, well, we'll just invade. It's a nice little convenient satellite. It's got strategic stuff and economic stuff, so it's the best of both worlds for me. So let us commence the assaults. So, Captain Cadwalder continues to stand defiantly against me, but we are fighting now some depleted warband and very depleted druid. So this ideally should, I want to say it'd be a walkover, but last time it was furthest thing from a walkover possible. But let's just make sure it goes properly this time. Let's plan our moves, not be stupid. By the way, armed forces abroad are of little value unless there is prudent consul at home. So yeah, I think our consul is prudent enough, or council.
This is a day of battle.
Yeah, we know, Captain, whatever. Right. Here we go then. So, Tara. Really, it's going to be a case of smash the gates, up the hill, try to make sure everything doesn't go wrong. So I do have plenty of Iberian infantry at my command today, so they will lead the initial assault. So we'll have them all docked up here and ready to go. Libyan spearmen will be a secondary attacking force. I know they're a little weaker on the attack, but we still have their uses. Cavalry, if we can get enough manoeuvrement moving, we'll bull rush with cavalry. Slingers, if the enemy decides to be stupid, we'll use the slingers to basically pelt the gates. So, let us initiate the ram and just get right on with this siege. So, we want to put our troops here. And I also want my slingers lining up here to try and potentially get a few shots popped off against the enemy, if that is something that can happen. If we can try and take out some of the enemies with missiles, life is going to be much easier for us, so we may as well do everything we can to ensure that. But we are basically just fighting 2 full units of warband. Those druids, best if we try and knock them out quite early on, because they will still try and boost the morale of nearby troops. But then we should be in a pretty good position once we've taken out the 2 main guys. These guys, yeah, they'll still need killing, but they honestly shouldn't be much of a problem for us. So we are getting in position now, getting ready to attack. Not sure if my slingers could potentially get a shot off now, but I think it's because they won't be able to act. Oh wait, we can, right. Slingers are firing at will anyway, so slingers, do what you can. If you can get shots off, then well done to you. If not, we'll get shots off when the gate's open. We'll let you have a free firing range. So you know what, halt there, because it looks like you're not going to chuck them over anyway. So just be patient, my friends. Those gates are about to come down. So you know what, you get yourselves lined up there, and just get yourselves ready. Right, let's just get coming down. Thank you very much.
The ram has done its work. Your soldiers have broken the enemy gate.
Okay, Iberians, if you could just move there. We're going to let the slingers have round 1. Since the enemy isn't really that into charging right out, and they've just war cried. So, I'd rather not attack an enemy that's just war cried. Right, slingers, it's up to you now. You guys just move up a little bit further, just so we're not having you getting crushed. By the way, you don't need Varrow. Don't be silly now. Right. First few shots are going out. Not. Oh, we got at least one kill. Good, 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 good. It looks like it's pissed off the enemy, so that's what I want. Right, AA. Guarding formation, by the way. Not having you guys wandering off where you shouldn't be wandering. Shouldn't really be trying to get shots if we know we can take them. Right. Iberians. Let's make ourselves a formation within the city and prepare ourselves. I'm gonna get these guys ready, and then slingers, if you could take front stage, and you'll be able to skirmish behind the Iberians. But we're gonna try and use slingers to their maximum effectiveness today. Just gonna try and make them the main focus of my assault. And if we do that, we should be in a much better position.
Now the way to your victory is clear.
We'll get that cavalry in as well. We'll have the Libyans on standby. Everyone has a job to do today, just to make sure this absolutely goes perfect, because I don't want this going wrong again, because that was annoying and embarrassing last time. So let's make sure nothing goes wrong. Right, slingers, you've got incoming, so I recommend getting a shot off now or running. Your choice. I'd actually recommend running now. You got your shot off. Get behind our lines, because you know you got something incoming and your morale's already sinking and they've gone. Right. Alright, it's just because they're slingers. It's, you know, you haven't gone wrong just yet. Right, Iberians, take these guys on and do what you can. How's my morale doing? If I look at the things, it's bad. Actually, it's not doing too well for my Iberians either. They already have dropped down to shake, so enemy is doing everything they can to basically try and keep me out. Right. Come on, Iberians. Not having a repeat of last battle where it just absolutely all went really, really badly for no good reason. We are actually now starting to push the warband back though. Might just be because I am outnumbering them 3 men to 1 at the minute, so that is probably giving them a pretty big negative morale factor at this point, so that might just play in our advantage. And slingers, I'm a little bit disappointed in you, if I'm honest. Right. I mean, the entire unit just broke and one guy died. That was pretty bad discipline there. Okay, Iberians, you seem to be getting better at this. You're just getting in there, doing what you can. Getting a few good kills there, so I am happy with what I'm seeing. Got the enemy down to 137 men now, and they are wavering. My guys are steady and eager. My other one in combat is also steady. Right. Cavalry's also now starting to push through. We're going to try and get the cavalry on the flanks, if anything, really. Iberians, you need to focus on fighting. Cavalry, try and push to the flanks. Yes! Right. Like watching a toilet get unclogged. We've managed to just push the enemy out a little bit. So first round goes to me now. Right. You lot, line up here and get ready for the next stage. Cavalry, chase down if you can, but yeah, I've got away from you now. Right, cavalry, start making your way around to prepare to pull off a flanking attack. Iberians, you're doing well so far, and I've managed to recover their morale after that fight as well, because obviously that victory's given them a nice little boost. Still, those guys will be back. I know it. Or at least they'll send another battalion to deal with me. That's how these barbarians usually play it. And they're already getting ready to move, aren't they? Already getting ready, aren't they? Speed this one up a little bit, actually, just so we can get our men into position. And this actually looks like we're sending the weaker unit in anyway, so this will be advantageous to me. Druids are beginning to chant now, I can hear them. Right. You lot, get in there and deal with them. You lot, get in there and provide support. You lot, try and get around the flank. Cavalry, I don't know what direction we're going, but it's not the right direction. Turn around. I wanted you to get around the flank, not just wander on, whatever. Right, cavalry just isn't listening today. I'm guessing that hill is not navigatable. So, cavalry, turn. Iberians, you're doing a fantastic job so far. Reform your group quickly. We'll just take that road then. So make your way over there, then get ready. Right, Libyans, We're going to have you enter the city now as well. And slingers have actually returned to the battle. I'm not sure how far. Oh, they're quite far away. But I would like to use them. So slingers, make your way in fast as you can. Because I think what we're going to have here is we're going to have these guys will just crash into us. They'll go down quite quickly. So we should be alright. So yeah, they're just going to keep crashing against us. So we'll let that happen for now. We're just in a crashing wave mechanic of this battle now, and my Iberians have maintained a guarding formation to make sure they don't wander off as well. So that's good. We don't want to give chase just yet. I just want to buy enough time for my slingers to get in, and then we can cause some massive chaos. I mean, they're not even just fighting anymore. They're just literally running away as soon as possible. So yeah, we've got them basically. We've got them at this point, right? Cavalry, keep yourselves there. I will watch the mini-map to make sure you're not intercepted, but so far I don't think the enemy's very interested in you, so we should be alright for now. At least I hope we are. I thought for a minute we've got their attention. Right, cavalry, hold it there. Looks like the enemy isn't really too interested in you, so we are alright. Right. Slingers are now within the city walls, so we are getting closer and closer to enacting our plans. Slingers naturally don't take the most efficient way to somewhere where they need to be. They always... Right, slingers, just call it a halt this time. Try not to kill my own men. Right. Slingers, go here now. By the way, that rainstorm didn't last very long, did it? Right. It's actually now nice and summery. Right. You lot get here, and now you may start volleying. Don't just you randomly killing people in the back of my formation. Right, slingers, fire at will, please. Probably gonna break any second. Right, slingers, you tend to fire at will and then I just straight up don't listen, do they? Right, luckily for you they broke, so you lot just consider yourselves very, very lucky. Get those 3 kills. Right, come on. There we go. Right, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Just eliminate their unit. There we go. Right, setting the stronger unit now. This will be good. Right, slingers, we'll get a few volleys out and then we'll pull out. While they're busy, cavalry, we'll wait for them to get far enough. 3, 2, 1. Right, cavalry, move in, take those druids down and do what you need to do. Slingers, behind the lines. Guessing they didn't even bother getting a single volley out, and actually they're not even going to bother listening to me when I say run away. Because, well, like I say, slingers just don't seem to listen to me today because obviously fuck me. Right, Iberians, I need you to hold those guys there for as long as possible, so just get in there and do what you need to do. Cavalry, keep the enemy occupied on this town square, just wipe them out. There we go. Definitely got them very nervous at this point. I think the druids are just about dead. How many druids we've got there? 3 druids to go, 2 druids to go in fact. Good, 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 good. Right, Libyan spears, see if you can just bank around and control the rear of this battle, then we should definitely have these guys basically all balled up. Actually, in fact, one of you do what you need to do, because my guys are doing good, you know, they are holding. Won't hold forever though, so one of you get in there and basically give them a great big smashing at the back, because we pretty much control the plaza at this point, so we just need to take this one guy out, so see that he dies, please. Come on. And the plaza's mine. Finish him off.
These men are perfect. They are running from the battle.
I like a total victory against those who have dealt some injustice to me in the past, please. It's just my way of enforcing my will. Still, an all-around good victory for me. Hibernia is mine, or Ireland, or Taro, whatever you want to call it. Either way, this lovely little place, rich in tin and minerals, belongs to me.
Sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
But decisive victories are always the nicest victories. Right, good performance, men. We took a victory and we took a settlement. I am happy with that result.
Victory. Settlement captured.
Alright, what do we know about the place? It's pretty shitty, so I want to go for an extermination to try and enforce some public will. Or just, you know, enforce my will. Switch out to a growth build policy, which is getting us some public order, though it looks like Looks like descent is going to be a fact of life here. Unauto management settlement. Start establishing land clearance. And begin drafting what we can out of the local populace. You know, draft them into town watch. Just so then we can try and check tabs on the... try and keep tabs on keeping the people happy. A lot of it actually is because this place is now so far away from Carthage. And we are suffering just a massive culture penalty. Unrest should hopefully just drop on its own. I mean, actually, we just directly countered distance capital with the size of our current garrison. So that is pretty nice, actually. And there's also a tax bonus, because I'm guessing taxes are low at the minute. So, that is good. That is very, very good. Tara belongs to me. We'll do what we can with it. And, well, so on and so forth, really. Right. Other things to do this turn. Where are we up to with sinking those annoying Brutii armies? Well, we are not quite there yet, but we will make sure we are there. So, right. You lot, can we do it properly today? Finally! Right, Brutii, there you go. You got to watch your entire army just go right to the bottom of the sea. So, right, guys, you've earned yourselves a nice little break now. Make your way to a port or whatever, and you shall receive yourself some replenishment, reinforcement, whatever you want. There we go, right. Excellent, right. Meanwhile, over here, Captain Balshilek initiate the siege of Sparta. Excellent. Wars are at epic level, so I don't think my oranges are going to quite cut through them today. So, begin preparing a few siege towers. We're going to need at least maybe 2, 3. I'm not quite sure if Sacred Band can get up them. Maybe down to the Libyan Spearmen, so we may be in a bit of a tough one. But then again, the settlement will last 10 turns under siege. So yeah, right. Not going to be easy, but we'll do what we can. Just construct those siege towers and do what you can. Right. Abdesham. Looks like the Julii are blocking you from reaching your goal of Corinth. So, Captain Oppius' army will probably run away at the sight of you anyway. So, make your way there and basically initiate, well, a battle, but he'll run off. Alright, so he's joined the Corinth garrison now. That's good for him. But we are out of moves. So, right, we will attack Corinth next turn. As for you, Caius Viso, have a go at killing him, please. And next turn, we'll hopefully be able to do more. And yes, looks like the Egyptians are following me around, by the way. Ain't that always nice when they're always trying to find new ways of annoying me? It's pretty much what they live to do now. It really, really bloody is, right. Either way, chances of killing Caius Viso were in our favour. So, if he dies, that's one less Julii general poking his nose into my current affairs. Perfect, good. With him out of the picture, his army will be less effective. I always like that. Right, cool. Now, what else may we do to make my life better and make the lives of the Romans worse? Well, we'll take Sparta next turn. What else can we do, though? What else can we do against the Julii in particular? Well, let's see what they're up to. Well, we've got Marcellus Dellius, just currently having a little poke around. Oh, by the way, yeah, what is with that Egyptian fleet? It's a Queen Kareem, right?
Aye, great lord.
Charmendius is a Queen Kareem, but you might not be able to beat this guy back. And to be honest, I don't really want to bother with the Egyptians. They're just narking. They're just trying to get in my way, really. I think they're just, I mean, since they are only doing that to piss me off. Tell you what, you go and deal with it. Right, that's seeing the Egyptians off for a little longer. Right, you initiate the blockade of Corinth, so there we go. That's more enemy trade blocked off. Myceton, I want you to make your way over to blockade Athens. And one of you should also try and don't blockade the port. Wait, I want you to attack the... Yeah. Don't attack the British Navy. I want you to try and blockade the port of Corinth. Well, the port of Thessalonica, please. And then we will be in an even better position, won't we? Yes, we will be. Right. Good. Right, meanwhile over here, so yes, last episode we did win against the army of Titus Propertius. Our losses actually were very low, so ideally I'd like to push this advantage and try to pull off an attack. Salona is a tempting target. We will have to cut through a few more enemy armies. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Numerius Antio. Finally, you got your arse in gear. Right. We will move to meet him on the field. It is going to involve emptying the garrison of Segesta because I had reserved the garrison of Segesta to do this. So, garrison of Segesta, please come on down. And, well, what direction are we going to attack from? Should we go this way or that way? Either way, it's going to take us over a turn to reach him. Leave Captain Manius alone for now. I don't want to accidentally snooker him into joining forces with Antio, so we'll leave him alone for now. Right. Yaharian, I recommend that you get your forces into Batavium just in case, because a siege is incoming, so we'll get your men all prepped up and also try and recruit a unit of onagers actually. They might be useful to you. Also just retrain what you have and work on... Actually, we'll leave construction here for a minute. Right. Either way, I am glad he is on the field now because we are going to fucking wreck him. Captain Basaltes, you make your way into Segesta and just act as garrison for now. Segesta, since your population has been boosted, you can start working on a few more units. And we are still working on some construction as well. Right, excellent. Still, I mean, I've said it like several times now, but I am very happy he has turned up because now we can start dealing with him. Right, Aegericos, we are going to march on Salona. I was thinking by Zalora, but to be honest, holding by Zalora is going to be much harder, and I think there's a higher Julii presence over there. Here, we could just cut through him. There will be Marcellius Delius to deal with, but if we basically move quick, just basically rack up a quick chain of victories, Salona will be ours at last. So I would recommend we go and just clear that one off now. It'll also give me more control of the Adriatic, which I'm trying to wrest control of.
For battle.
Right, he ran away, and he's actually going to meet his doom today. But what we'll do is, just to make sure I'm getting extra progress, we'll start our fight from here. Wait, can we not attack him this turn? I think I've probably gone and made that happen now, haven't I? I'll just see if there's anything that needed merging, by the way. Could merge some of these Iberians, but to us, they're in good numbers, so... Yeah, we're actually just pretty... I'm going to leave the army as it is. We don't really need to worry about any merging. Yeah, we've just avoided him. That's alright. We will focus on something else next time. Right. Segestia, your population is getting better, but it's not good enough. But you can retrain some skirmishers, so well done to you. Was there any other military movements that need to happen this turn? Well, we are watching the Egyptians, but right now they just seem to be more interested in doing nothing.
Mighty general.
You make your way back to Lepsis Magda. The Lepsis Magda is now full, so we'll get you back in there, of course. Those Circuit Band Cavalry can go to Thapsus folks. I don't think we can recruit Circuit Band Cavalry here anyway, can we? No, so right, Circuit Band Cavalry, you go to Thapsus for retraining. So we get to move in unit of Poenes. Actually, no, don't move in a Poenes. Move in someone that needs retraining, such as those Libyan spears. Excellent, right. Let's get those guys retrained, and then we are going to... Well, I said we are going to go and deal with the Egyptians once more. I am tempted to go and do that, if I'm honest, because... Can't have two of them now just sitting around. They're just trying to clog up the border. But at the same time, if I fight one of them, the other one's just going to join the battle. I wonder if we were to sneak around the coast and take Cyrene. That could be interesting. Cyrene isn't an essential territory for me. It's a desirable territory. But if I was to take Cyrene, I could fortify it and use it as a new place for the Egyptians to butt their heads on and keep them away from my more precious lands in Africa. I like that. I really do, right? Lepsis, prepare a boat. we're going on a sneaky sailing mission again, because we are very good at doing those now. We don't have sufficient troops to send out of Sicily to do more sneaky sailing though. But you will go into Messana, Captain Lazy. You will retrain your army, and you will be dealt with later anyway. But for now, retrain an additional unit of Sacred Band Cavalry, additional unit of Sacred Band. Lilybaeum, you work on some Libyan spears, please. Right, cool. We're getting some stuff put together quite nicely. But what else needs to be done in order to accomplish victory this turn? Or just make sure this turn has been used fruitfully. Well, we still find ourselves with a lot of money left to spend, so let's see where it can be invested. Mediolanium, you need to do some more training, so let's train a unit of slingers up. Segesta, you're fine. Lugdunum, you can also do some more training, so let's get... Oh wait, you are training anyway, my apologies. Basila, you're fine. Alicia, extra unit of Poenis, please. Condate Redonum, you're doing fine. Lamonum, we could get you building something. Let's get working on some communal farming. Nabamartius, you're okay. Oscar, let's get some more recruitment done. Numantia, you are okay as well, but just get another unit of skirmishers underway. Captain Bodestar, you are okay. Scalabis, you are doing fine at this point. At least we are having, well, we're actually still having a massive bitch off, but ooh, we're actually getting close to a point where we don't need to recruit that many peasants anymore, so I like that. Just work on more Libyans. We are working on better farms here. Corduba, you are also doing quite well, so you just keep on doing what you're doing. Carthago, Nova. Let's continue doing some recruitment for yourself as well. Parma, you're also doing good. Tingy, ooh, hello, more rebels. Right, there, need to deal with. Matanabal, he's got a bigger army today, so what have we got so far? 2 Sacred Band, a unit of elephants. Well, 3 Sacred Band, a unit of elephants, a general. Get 2 units of slingers, and we should be good enough to deal with him. They're probably just it's probably just a collection of, you know, weak units, so we can deal with it. Demidi, you just fucking suck. You are heading to Nepta. And speaking of Nepta, Nepta doesn't really have a lot to do still, so it's just plodding along. Yeah, every city, well, actually every city except Thapsus is doing something useful now. Thapsus! So your population's evened out, so let's get you working on those great estates. And also start working on an onager, please. Actually, no, heavy onager, because we can afford it. Right, cool. That's a good place to call it a turn once more. And next turn, well, after I hit that button, and hopefully if nothing goes wrong, we can go and, well, start smashing in a little bit of Sparta. As in, we'll take Sparta down. We'll initiate a siege of Corinth, for I'm assuming right now the Julii will be beelining everything over here. And if I do that, great, because then I can get Aegericos all the way up to Salona undetected. Or at least, you know, with a lot less resistance. Let's see how the Julii play this one. Oh, by the way, have I moved all my navies? Yes, I have moved all my navies. Ah, we've made it all the way up to Campus Samate, where the Scythians were. I could bribe this guy and hopefully it'll be fucking funny. Imagine if that actually really fucking happened. But yeah, I was actually just going to extort this guy out of money, but to be honest, I'm not feeling so hot on that. I was just literally doing it to give my diplomats something to do, so try it. Yeah, right, it doesn't even work. Alright, fine. I don't like the Scythians anyway, they probably don't like me. Can I demand a little bit of tribute out of them? I just need a little bit of money. 300 for 10 turns, please. And I could say except or we will attack, but Britannia's in the way. So I say just give me that. And in return, I'll be nice to you later on in the game. Yeah, it didn't work. I guess I'm not big enough of an empire to bully little 2 province factions. Right, it looks like the Julii are scrambling desperately, and also we've been intercepted by Admiral Servius. And we somehow beat him with a loss. Admiral Fera, yeah, the Julii really don't like me blockading Apollonia, but it's going to stay that way. Right, looks like everything's going according to plan, and yes, Tara is rioting, but is it getting it out of its system? Sort of, not really. Right, it might not last, but we'll see what happens. Right, plague by the way, but it's just Zeuxis, what's more with his cold. But yeah, the Julii are scrambling. They know what is going on, so they are going to push everything they have into the south now. And I have left a sizable garrison in Salona, but we've seen better. So the time is right for us to keep moving. We will attack Titus Propertius, watch him run away, and we'll keep pushing for Salona. I think we've got the Julii in a panic right now, so we're going to take full advantage of that. Right. Money, by the way, reads as this, and oh my god, Numerius, where the fuck are you going? Are you just really unfocused? I think he's actually running off to protect Sparta. So wouldn't it be tragic if Patavium's garrison could just wander out and capture Arimnium because the idiot general over there has abandoned it? Says the unsubtle narrator. Right, you find out what's going on down there. Oh, Arretium's weak, but prone to interference from the Senate. Right. I've already got my spy in Arimnium, so yeah. Arimnium is there for the taking. Arretium is pretty much the same. Monitor the Romans, monitor the Senate. I don't trust them. Well, obviously I'm not going to trust them, but you know. They're a bit of more of a wild card compared to the Brutii and the Scipii. Right, Nabomartius finally expanded. Well done, Nabomartius. You can enjoy your councillor's chambers, which will be built, well, because will start within a turn. Piss off Egypt. Faction announcements, by the way. Abdesir actually died. He was guy who ruled Carthage. Yeah, we didn't really pay a lot of attention to him, but yeah, he's passed away, unfortunately. He's left no, well, if he did have an heir, he ain't in Carthage or Nova. But luckily the town seems to be plodding along, just found out a governor. Philona, Jubal, Bulla, and Amel, oh, twins were born. Balhano now has a new monasticist, which gives him bonus on income, or at least trading income. Abdoniable Catena has a quartermaster. And Zeuxis the Infected got a pet monkey. Great. Now he can spread his germs even more efficiently. Best make sure we bail him out, by the way, before we, you know, get a siege going on. Now I don't want to have my own city to have plague. By the way, construction report: Oscar a dockyard, Masilla a foundry, Condet Redonum a governor's villa. So Condet Redonum, well done you. You may begin working on your temple to Milcart. Masilla, your troops are getting even better. So don't retrain the peasants. What am I thinking? Actually, don't even train anything, but you can retrain at Iberian infantry if you want, and I might send it off. Same goes for the Poeni. Begin working on an additional unit of Poeni, please, and then start building a secret police network just for your public order's sake. And Oscar completed its dockyard. We can start working on some crop rotation for Oscar. Great! In terms of recruitment, by the way, Parma got some slingers, Carthage going over some Libyan spears, Corduba some Sacred Band Cavalry, Numantia some skirmishers, Carthage some Sacred Band Cavalry, Tingi some Sacred Band, Serta some War Elephants, Basila some Peasants, Demidi some Peasants, Lilibane some Libyan Spears, blah 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 blah. We trained a lot of stuff this turn, basically. Right. Good. Lots of stuff to do now this turn. Lots of battles to fight. Will we even have time to fight for more? Because, well, I don't know. Which one do we fight first? Which one do I want to do? Well, you know what? We'll do a Titus Propertius first because he feels like the loosest end of the bunch. Attack him. Let him run. He ain't going to run far away enough, but bypass his forces and continue your path towards Salona. Excellent. Right. Timus and Manika, I want you to go and take down Numerius Antio's army. Now, he is packing quite a few good troops, I know, but let's be clever, let's be strategic. The mercenaries here are crap, and we will take him down. Patavium, how long will it take you to get to arrest? Oh, we could be there within... No, we can't really be there within a turn. Well, if I did take... Oh, wait, nah. Right. Anyway, this lot, barring this weakened unit Sacred Band, we will send directly to Arimnium and we will capture that within a turn, well, 2 turns. But if the Senate chooses to interfere, they won't reach me within enough time. So, Arimnium is mine for the taking if this battle goes well. If this guy retreats, he'll most likely retreat towards the Gestica actually, so that could work out even better for us. So, make your way forward, take down Numerius Antio, and have a good time doing it.
Prepare for battle!
What if he runs away? Hopefully he doesn't. Okay, he's joining us. So, right. The numbers are even. The generals are actually kind of even. But the troops, well, he's got a lot of barbarian mercenaries. They will break pretty easily, actually, if we hit them at the right time. Make sure we don't hit them after we've just had a quick frenzy. Urban cohorts, yeah, they're a bit tough. Lots of Praetorian cavalry. Now, we have had some luck against these guys. Yesterday, we did come across a unit of these, and they did break quite easily. That's only if we can herd them around the battlefield and have them go where I want to go. So, we must keep tabs on where they go and make sure we are prepared to counter them. We do have quite a few Legionary Regularii. They can be dealt with. Yeah, the enemy is just packing quite a lot of cavalry. They are packing artillery as well. That's going to make our approach difficult, since we are on the offensive. But I think if we approach quickly, we should be able to try and get there before the artillery does too much damage to us. I would like to try and damage him with artillery of my own, but we don't want to get in a situation where we're just flicking balls of fire at each other and I'm losing. So let's make sure we do this properly. Fight this on the battle map, please.
Many brave soldiers have seen the dawn. How many will see the sun sing in the west? How many of the enemy already pray for night? And as the battle is joined, remember, my noble soldiers, they have fear in their hearts. Fear of you!
Okay. The enemy fears us, and that is exactly what I want. Prepare to deploy. Right, so our enemy lies over there, waiting to do dastardly deeds against me. Now, they have artillery and I have artillery. Now that brings us into a situation of I don't want to have an artillery pissing contest with the enemy. But I did just cook up an idea in my head. Oh yeah, I forgot forests are compatible with artillery. So we're going to position our artillery here. Or where can I put... Right. The artillery is going to be positioned here. They're at the front line, ready to do what they need to do. Now, here's the issue. I want to use my fireballs, but they're not accurate. And a lot of the time when I fire them, they go, wee, and maybe blow up about here. Now, if my men are marching this way, there's a risk I'm going to start blowing up my own men. So, what if we parcel out our time properly and we can prevent this from happening? So what's going to happen is Libyan spearmen I'm going to have you hide in this forest here, just to guard my artillery. Now, men, this is where the masterstroke is. We will march up as normal, but we'll just take our time doing it. Simple as that, really. Buy the artillery enough time to just get out a few good shots, and then by the time we're passing, we can call it a day. And the artillery as well is isolated, and it's a tempting prize for the enemy. However, these Libyan spearmen will spring a nasty ambush should the enemy come looking. So, we might just be able to trick them. So, once more we're going for our slightly deeper phalanx formation, our deep pan pizza formation, as I'm going to start calling it, because I remember this one time I went to London, and I'm going off on a non sequitur, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. I kind of want to save this story for another Let's Play, maybe when I'm bored out of my skull. So I'll give you like the taster of the story, and then I'll tell it another day. The first time I ever went to London, which was... shit, it was like nearly 15 years ago now. I'm fucking starting to age here, man. I'm only in my early 20s, but I'm starting to realise, fuck, time's starting to pass. But, first time I went to London, I remember this restaurant I went to, and it was called the Deep Pan Pizza. And that's why I'm just calling it the Deep Pan Pizza formation, because I'm just naming it after a London restaurant I really like. I wonder if it still exists. I'm going on holiday to London actually in the summer, so I'm going to check that shit out. Okay, I'm going to keep one unit of cavalry hidden, by the way, just then I'm not giving all my cards away, but basically we'll have 2 units... actually, we can just hide all the cavalry. We'll have 2 independently acting bands of long shields. General, you'll be acting on your own, but you'll be hitting those targets that I want you to hit. Sacred Band will get you grouped up. So we've basically got our standard phalanx approach. And slingers, you are using my first line of fire. I am going to put you hidden with a spearman as well, just in case the enemy's tempted to wander over and say hello. But let's see if this little party trick works. I bought myself time for my artillery to do what it needs to do. And we will see if we can maybe even lure the enemy into committing maybe a tactical error. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's begin with the artillery. Now, the enemy has also deployed far away, which means they probably don't fancy their chances in this battle. I forgot to reach the strength ratio. Artillery, try and move up and initiate some firing. I will not begin manoeuvring my men until you are at work. But then again, I don't like how quickly that general's approaching us. Either the enemy's trying to deploy quite wide, so right. Let's start moving forward because the artillery is now at work. So, we may as well try and move up while the enemy artillery is actually still deliberating what it wants to do today. Poenis, begin moving up. We'll move up to about here for now. Sacred Band, you will follow. General, you go there. I'm going to not move my cavalry in just yet. I want to also just try and keep those guys in as a surprise as well. Looks like the enemy's quite content to deploy there though, so we may be able to just basically sit around and do our usual game of just flicking artillery boogers at them for a little bit as well. Going to try and target the centre of our formation as well, so we can try and... don't know where the urban cohorts have resided today actually. Oh, those guys look quite urban. Right, target this unit. There you guys to hit. Right, you know what, Poenis? For now, while the enemy artillery is still deliberating, we're going to deploy here. But literally the second that enemy artillery starts gearing up to fire, we're gonna just peg it. But for now, while the enemy is still just trying to get themselves into position because they've kind of deployed a bit weird, we should be in a better position for ourselves actually. Oh, come on, I really wanted him to die in that then. But yeah, we may as well just see what we can do for now. Right, General, you just keep yourself there for the minute. Right. Artillery, let's try and get some better shots. Okay, come on. Right, enemy, right. But this is an army that's thinking it's going to lose by a way because of the way they're acting. Good shot. He is dithering, deliberating. He isn't quite sure what he wants to do today. I am happy for that to happen. Right, we've got artillery just hovering around still deliberating. We still keep getting so close to hitting that general, by the way. I swear to God, he's like got some sort of magnetic resistor on or something. Right, but the artillery is beginning to move up, so we need to get ready to scoot the snoot. Right, and oh, fuck's sake, come on, artillery, just give me a bone here, please. Throw me a bone, right? What are these guys up to? They definitely do want to start attacking us, and I do want to move my cavalry into intercept them, but they've got the Praetorian cavalry watching, and the Praetorian cavalry we shouldn't be taking on toe to toe with our long shield. Nada, nada, no. That is just a recipe for disaster and defeat. Right. Artillery, just keep trying. I keep thinking they're gonna... Oh, hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake, artillery. Come on. I don't want near misses. I want hits. Well, near misses are actually misses. I don't want near hits. I want finally. Right, that's just weaken the urbans a little bit. Not by a lot, but fine. At least we took a couple of them out. But come on. I expect better out of you, artillery. And oh, this shot looks like a winner. Shouldn't have opened up my fat fucking mouth. Right, that artillery, by the way, is getting more and more isolated. I think he's trying to tempt my general because he probably doesn't know about my cavalry. Right, you hit something, but I think you only hit war dogs, so that don't count. Still, we are bringing those barbarian mercs down, and that's good because they do rely on their numbers to try and achieve victory. I am getting tempted there, by the way. So, you know what? 2 long shields. Go and give them a go. We are being watched by the Praetorians, but we may be able... I mean, look, actually the Praetorian cavalry is beginning to move away. And I mean, it's actually moving his artillery away now, right? Enemy is just still being too slow, too struck down in deliberation and dithering, so we may be able... Yeah, I mean... We're just dealing with an enemy who isn't really in the game today. And I mean, obviously this guy isn't focused anyway. I mean, he just fucking wandered off from a perfectly good battle I offered him anyway. So, he's actually wandered off from a perfectly good Roman town that I can just go and conquer now anyway. So, yeah. Once more, I do thank you. I do thank you for loaning me Patavium. It will be noted how well you lent me it. And I think they have actually put their artillery out of range. So, these guys may be a bit stupid. Because, yeah, I mean, alright, I can never really predict where how far my artillery can hit, because usually it can hit wherever it bloody wants, but, yeah. He's not having a fun time today. I think he's actually in a position now where he can hit me. I mean, he is... No, alright. Let them try and work it out. I mean, the longer they try and work it out, the more shots I'm getting out that are just going around and, well... I said not hitting anything, but not really hitting anything of value. Hitting the barbarian mercs is all well and good, but it's still not enough, and yeah, that artillery just doesn't want to know today. That's fine, because they'll have a hell of a time trying to hit a moving target anyway, once my infantry starts making its way into the battle. Anyway, we are going to try and go for one-to-one attacks again, like we did in the last battle. So if we try and get a unit of Poeni, hitting him each, Sacred Band can sweep in and take the rear line down, which is where all the stronger units are. I think that will be our ideal tactic for today. Anyway, very bad hit there, but I guess I do like it. I do see a big chunk of these guys go down. I mean, we've probably nearly reduced that one by 100 now. What's our kill statistic so far? What have we done? 3%. Poor. I usually expect around 10%. 3% is below half of average. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You're not hitting your projected goals, Mr. Onager. You've got to rethink your life. And definitely rethink your ability to hit shit. Because right now, your ability to hit stuff is exceedingly poor. And maybe I'd benefit more from not using fire artillery. But, at the same time, when it hits, it gets the kills. And it also causes the fear, but then it does stupid shit like that, which just makes me wonder what it's doing with its life. Oh, wait, actually, no, I might have spoken too soon. No, I didn't speak too soon. That was stupid. I've also got those 2 Samnite gladiators to deal with. We'll cross that bridge as it comes. Right, are we nearly done here? Are we still firing? I don't even know. Well, I didn't want to triple speed it because I'm obviously watching what's going on over there, so I can't triple speed today. Anyway. Oh wait, we still have shots to go. I thought for a minute we'd actually stopped. Right. Ooh. Took out a few of the Legionary Regulari. Good. That's better than nothing. I think that was actually my last shot going out there as well. Actually, no, it looks like we have one left. One in the chamber. blew it on these guys, but no, we actually do have one left in the chamber, so get it out. Oh, this one looks like a good one, actually. How fucking pathetic was that one in the chamber? It was one in the chamber and only one killed. Right. Onagers, go home. Right. Let's get moving. Begin moving the Poennies forward, and we'll start splitting them up to attack their appropriate unit as they get closer. Sacred Band, I'm going to wait for the Poennies to gain a little bit of speed ahead of you before we move them out. Libyan Spearmen, I want you on the move. Oh, we've got Praetorian Cavalry actually everywhere. So Libyan Spearmen, you protect this flank here. Keep it safe. Slingers, I want you also to start moving out. Try and see what you can do against those barbarian mercs. But right, Libyans will cover this flank. My own cavalry and the Sacred Band will cover the other flank. I know once more fighting a Praetorian cavalry toe-to-toe isn't going to help us a lot. But if we can try and get a cavalry to tangle one up for maybe a few seconds, I have enough time to get a Sacred Band to move in and finish the job. And I don't like where this enemy general's going, by the way. I am starting to get convinced he's planning to retreat. And I think that is actually a likely occurrence in this battle. I think he will retreat. He won't just he won't concede defeat through elimination. This guy has the air of a runner. He will run before this battle is over. He will pick his moment. Slingers, you are to target the barbarian mercs and do what you can. I can already see that they are starting to hype themselves up a little bit in the distance, so we'll let them do what they want with that, but it shouldn't pay off too much. Other long shields, I'm going to have you there ready to strike on that flank. You guys, let's get you moving up a little bit. You may be subject to maybe a little bit of pounding from artillery, so just be careful. But so far, the enemy artillery seems to be minimally aggressive against us. It could be hitting me right now, but it's chosen not to. So, yeah, I don't know what it's really doing. Right. Slingers, you're getting into position now. We're getting ready to start getting our hits. Right, Poennies, hold position there. You guys just diagonalize yourselves a little bit. Right. Start hitting these barbarian mercs. Hit them as hard as you can. Just whittle their numbers down. We might trigger a reaction out of the enemy, we might not. Looks like really what we are triggering is we are triggering a very slow retreat from the enemy, so yeah, I am just convinced now. He doesn't want to fight. He isn't committed to the fight. The only way he could have come across as less committed was just not turning up to the fight. He could have just run away. Right. And he's going to do the classic, really, really cool strategy, by the way, of committing suicide in battle. So, what was your name again? Because now it's... Well, now your name is Mr. Dead. Right. Anyway, we've got an issue. That Praetorian cavalry is on the move. Enemy is trying to swarm, but so far we are more or less fighting one-to-one engagements. Enemy's just going for a very, very blatant flanking maneuver here. So, Sacred Band, I want you to start moving in. You two, that artillery... If it... Oh, no, right. He just realised maybe his flanking maneuver was a bit stupid. Or at least looked really stupid, right. Enemy isn't routing, but they're keeping their distance still, right. Sacred Band, keep moving in, because these Poennies are starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. So I want you there. Cavalry, you do what you're doing best. General, I want you in, and I want you helping. You two, no, 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 no. It's tempting to go for a mercenary unit, because they usually do go down. But right, yeah, that Poenny infantry there, he's lost. He's being overwhelmed by enemy cavalry, right. You turn, face, deal. You turn, get in there and deal. You get in there and deal. Right. Got Sacred Band helping out now. You two, get there and prepare to do what you need to do over there. You, get in there, hit these Poenny. Hit these, not these Poennies, no. Hit that Sacred Band. Or, hit that Praetorian. Right, General got a little caught up with mercenaries in that initial charge, but it's alright. He's going to do what he can, right. You guys keep pushing against the Praetorian cavalry. They're doing what they can just to keep you away. You are getting too far ahead yourself. Maintain your position there and await further orders. Right, you two, try and keep that general chased down. Libyan spearmen, I want you in this battle now. Get yourselves up there. Because we're not really going to get anywhere just by having you guys hiding, right? We're being really hassled very badly now by this unit of Praetorian cavalry. We are doing what we can though. Sacred Band are moving in. Make sure to give them no breathing space, and their numbers are dropping. Long shields, fantastic job by the way. I see a lot of retreating in from, well, artillery, so you've done a fantastic job there. Long shields here, they've just got in to cause a little bit of trouble for the urban cohorts. Not what I asked them to do, but at the same time, it is appreciated. However, just for the interest of their own safety, I am going to pull them out of that engagement because I know it might not go very well. Sacred Band, I want you to join that engagement there and do what you can to keep pushing the enemy around. Praetorian cavalry did give up. And the general now finds himself engaging a unit of barbarian mercenary cavalry. However, general, your numbers are getting quite low. Get out of there. Don't want you dying now. Right, Libyan spears. Guard this flank with your lives. Cavalry, try and do what you can. Cavalry here as well. Just get in. You've got a perfect opportunity to get some painful hits. You two, pull yourselves away a little bit. I was just being a little bit premature there. Right, you lot, what we're doing over here, right? The other unit of Praetorian cavalry has found you. Right, well, keep them busy for a little bit, because what we need to do is we need to be ready to be. We need to be prepared for them. One of you pull out though. I don't want to lose two. I can afford to lose one of you. Losing two of you is not necessary. Right. Guys, let's regroup, reform, and prepare to hit. Because we are having a lot of units getting in bad positions right now. Libyan spears. My Pawanis find themselves engaged by another unit of Praetorian cavalry or legionary cavalry or whatever. Get in there. Help out. Cavalry, don't let an infantry unit push you around. Get in there and just get out of there and prepare to do something useful. Right, we just lose one of our long shield cavalries. They did kind of take a bit of a battering today, so I will accept their route. Right, cavalry, prepare to do a flank. Those guys there have also just lost their nerve a little bit. Right, that's not so good. Right, you start moving in. Start moving in for the kill. Actually, no. Turn, face, you've got incoming. General, you're in a risky situation now. And, oh, you're going to make it really obvious, aren't you, what you're up to, aren't you? Yeah, this general will be a bit inept, he thinks. He likes to telegraph his attacks, but right, we've got enemies trying to herd us around, right? Slingers, hold it together now. We have lost control of one of our flanks, which isn't fantastic. Enemy is trying to do everything they can to overwhelm us, right? You know what? They're trying to lure you away from the battlefield. Try and get yourself somewhere a bit more relevant right now. And, you know, all isn't lost just yet. We have definitely dealt a lot of hurt to this enemy so far. This rival general, this man who has abandoned one of his towns. We may not necessarily get to just walk over and take Arimian this time, but we are putting a sore dent in the enemy forces, and he's just currently ploughing through his own lines to try and get to us. I'd recommend trying to turn and face, but at the same time, your capabilities of where you can turn and face are becoming quite limited at this point. Right. It's not looking too brilliant for us now. I think a defeat could be on the cards. General, I'd get yourself out of there at this point if I were you. You lot, try and deal with that Praetorian cavalry. Those guys are the troublemakers in this game. They are giving us a lot of serious pain, and I am ready to declare a defeat, actually. General, I want you out of there. I don't think we're going to make it out of this one as a victor. I think we are going to have to admit defeat this time around. But I will allow my enemy to have it, sort of. I will declare him to be a very inept and very incompetent general overall, because that's what I feel he was. He did not have the stomach for a fight, but he claims victory because he had the bigger toys in his toy box. Mainly, if he did not bring Praetorian cavalry to this engagement today, his army would have been reduced to the size of a orange's testicle. Right, you lot, get out yourselves out of there. Just leave the battlefield. Unfortunately, whoever is engaged will have to see their engagement through to the end, because there is no chance for them escaping. So I do apologise, but it's not, well, it's over for you. You could have this one, Julii. You can have this one. Don't think you've got away scotch-free, though. I see a lot of your men have died in battle today. I mean, in fact, yeah, relatively even losses, actually. About 64, 68%. I've lost slightly more than him. But, once more, I think he had the better army. As in, he had the beefier cavalry, which he's used to win today. Sacred Band, last act, turn face and see if we can eliminate the last of those guys. I know they take a long time to recruit and they cost a lot of money, so we may as well make sure he loses that investment. But yeah, we've lost this one. It's over for us today. Okay, whoever is still trying to get out of there, I'd recommend speeding it up. The general's looking for you. Our general has actually left the battlefield. We've got slingers and Poenes. I'd get out of there. Then again, actually no, Poenes, he's isolated. Lay a trap for him. See if he's tempted. Because he'll have a big swollen head thinking he's won today. Everyone get out of there, by the way. No stragglers. So you're going to be chased down very soon. So I'd recommend leaving the battlefield ASAP. Right, Poenes, try and do what you can. Slingers, turn, face, go for him. I may as well get some compensation from this loss. Right. Slingers, do it again. Right, we're not getting anywhere with slingers, right. Poenes, get in there quickly. Long shield cavalry, you know what? Get in there and go for him. If I'm going to lose, his general gets to go down with me. I didn't lose my general, so I want to make sure he comes off a loser in some category, apart from, you know, letting himself get bombarded by artillery and then not using his own artillery, so, you know. He lost his artillery, actually. That is a nice little consolation for myself. Right, what are we up to with you? You guys are winded, right? Enemy general is going to get himself a nasty little shock, right? Poenes, you can slow it down now. Return to your standard phalanx formation. Just keep advancing. Right, how are we doing over here? We've got Julii advancing on our position now, so we need to escape this ASAP. Everyone is escaping at speed, so we are okay there. Long shield cavalry have engaged the enemy general. It is... Oh, we made him run! And he died.
Enemy general has been
Brilliant.
killed. Now we will see the measure of his soldiers' courage.
I got the last laugh today. Okay, men, get yourselves out of there. Just get yourselves out of there. Get yourselves to safety. We'll regroup and prepare to strike again. He can have his victory for today, but it came at a very great cost. They lose another general. They lose a lot of men. And once more... Actually, we managed to decimate quite a few as Praetorian cavalry, so you know... I think we took out at least one unit entirely, so... It's not like he went and dominated me. It was just really because he was kind of... He wasn't, you know... Not like spamming, but you know... He brought a considerable number of those guys, so... Next time... We'll make sure they go down. And next time... I shall endeavour to protect my flanks a little better as well. I think I could have done that a little better.
Your troops have failed. Defeats are part of warfare, but that is no consolation to the dead.
Yes, defeat is a part and parcel of warfare. He does leave with double the number of men I have, but at the same time, he has lost a considerable number, and Numerius himself is dead. So, men, you did put in a good effort. I see no fault with you lot. No one was cutting and running too early. So, it just didn't quite go our way this time. But we'll be back. And his army is a little weaker as well. So, we'll do what we can against him. But for now, he's reduced to just being a mere captain. And I still, you know what? Because he has been reduced to being a mere captain, I think we should still go for a Rhymnium. It's one of those opportunities that doesn't come around a lot, so we may as well take advantage. They've taken out a huge number of troops, so we'll give them a double whammy of annoyance. So take any Sacred Band who are in good enough numbers. So we'll take these three guys. We will take one of the long shields. We will take... Get these Poenes up to scratch as well. I'm going to take 2 of the Libyan spearmen.
My liege.
What are we dealing with in here, actually? 2 urbans, a praetorian, and some auxilia. Right, so we definitely need a sacred band. Take all the sacred band, in fact. Oh, wait, right. Take anyone who hasn't moved this turn, so... fuck, right. We can't move till next turn. Right, we'll go next turn. The enemy won't get an army put together in that amount of time anyway. Right, retrain everything then. And we will deal with them next turn. And we actually do have a recruitment slot open, so... bob in an extra unit of Poetes, please. And, yeah. That's pretty much our money drained, though, so... yeah, that's a bit of a sucker, but at the same time, I think that is where we will call it a day. So next time on Let's Play Rome Total War, we may have had a little bit of a defeat against Captain Lucius, but you know what? His army strength is now considerably weakened, so he should be able to be manageable. We're still making our way towards Salona, and we are going to take Sparta and start working on Corinth next episode. So... that's what is the next time. So, yeah, good progress. And hey, you know what? We still got Hibernia. It's rebelling a little bit, but if we can hold on to it, another province added to my total. In fact, it made it nice and round up to 30, so only 20 to go. Let's keep pushing this.